right, and we're back. So, the 2022 NFL season just keeps getting wilder and wilder. The games keep getting better. It's more exciting. Again, we have no idea what the hell's going on. It came down to the last second. Comebacks galore. It was crazy. It was wild. It was very enjoyable. So, let's break down week 2 and the big tragedy that happened. And we'll also give our predictions for the games of week 3. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
Yes, I agree. Pray for Herbie.
Pray for Herbie, everybody.
Pray for
I'll give him my rib.
I'll give him both ribs.
I'll give him anything he needs. Please. Save Herbie.
Save him. He's a good Christian boy. We need him. Yeah, that was a scary moment, man. It's probably the scariest moment of my entire life.
Yeah, luckily I think...
By the way, before I forget, cheers, everybody. Cheers. You know, this
Salute.
is... Yep. Hope you're having a good Wednesday night. Enjoying it. Getting ready for week 3. After, what was it? What's the word I'm looking for?
Insanity?
Yeah. Left and right.
Dude,
Again,
this season has been great so far. It's been phenomenal.
it's been highly enjoyable. Yes. It's been unpredictable. Again, it's only been 2 weeks, but still, it's fun to, speculate and stuff and pretend that we know shit about fuck.
We don't.
We actually...
If we ever say we do, false advertising.
We're lying. We're going up against randomness. And actually,
and
randomness...
it's very close.
It's very close.
Very close.
It caught up. It gained some ground. Anyway, let's get into this whole stuff, because we got a lot to talk about. And you've been up since, 3 a.m.?
Yeah, I took a long nap, though.
All right, there you go. So, yeah, Eric's now working at 3 a.m., then he's going to school like a loser. Tomorrow, he's planning on working, then going to the gym. You fucking mad lad.
I'm a psycho.
Yeah, fucking mad lad. Anyway, so, all right. Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
Get ready for it.
Are you ready? Okay, well...
Please, Herbie.
First off, we need to, clarify where we are standing point-wise and everything. I had a pretty good week. You had a very bad week. I mean, again...
We basically just flipped weeks.
Listen, I'm not going to say I had a great week, because I still, I'm barely over 50% right. But I made enough point this week that we're tied. So...
Dead tie.
Yeah, last week you got 3 games right that I didn't. This week I got 3 games. We'll break those down as we go. So let's just get started. Point is, we're tied. And for those of you who are keeping score or care, we're tied at 16.5. God or Random is at 14.5, and Gus Becerra, you're at 15.5, in case you're following along. Anyway.
We are.
All right, so ready? The first game of the week, Thursday Night Football, the battle for the taking advantage in the AFC West, the Chargers taking on...
What do you... Yeah.
Yeah, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City, and they were doing good.
Why did you use that picture?
Because it's the...
Why do you want to hurt me?
Because it's the most important thing that happened in the game.
Why do you want to hurt me?
It's the most important thing that happened all week.
It's the most important thing that happened in my life.
The Chargers looked really good for 3 quarters, and then they went to hell in a handbasket really quickly. It all started with a miscommunication. Like I said, they were dominating. They were controlling. The defense looked good. The offense looked good enough. Now, the head coach, Staley, he went a little bit too conservative in certain situations, which I don't really mind all the time. But there were certain points where you were expecting him to kind of go for it, and he didn't, which was kind of weird.
Well, right? I saw this statistic where apparently it was the game where the Chargers were the team that threw the fewest passes over 15 yards or something like that.
Yeah, it was
which is weird when you have Herbie. Like, come on, he's got an arm.
Yeah, so it's weird. I guess it's because they didn't have Keenan Allen, but still, Williams was having a game.
He was having a great game.
Yeah, the point is, the Chargers looked good for 3 quarters, and then there was a big miscommunication between the tight end and Herbert. The tight end wanted to get off the field.
You can kind of place the blame sort of 3 ways there. I place it primarily on the coaches, to be honest.
Yeah,
because they showed. So we're talking about the interception that led to
the pick six. The pick six
completely flipped everything around and basically killed the game.
Yeah,
but I mean, you could see Everett after the play. Like, they show him.
He made a great play. He made two great plays. He made a bunch of yards. He was
carrying like 20 motherfuckers down, like 50 yards. The guy was crazy, but he was tired, obviously.
And he was asking to get off the field.
He was asking, like, they were showing, like, he's like, oh, come on. And for some reason, they kept him in, and he was part of the next play. And you can even see during the replay when he's, supposed to cut.
Yeah,
That he
couldn't
do it.
Yeah, he was gassed, and that led to the pick six. So listen, I don't understand why they went no huddle. I don't get. They want to keep the pace. If you're gonna do that,
dude, it's first and goal. You're
think about it for a minute.
Away.
You can think about it for a minute. So I don't know who to blame.
They got too excited. I blame the coaching primarily because they didn't have to go no huddle.
Exactly.
They had plenty of time. Why are you hurrying up? You got control of the game. The clock is running. You're about to score.
To me, that's the most important thing. Why do you want to give the Chiefs more time?
Yeah.
Why do you want to have more time? So
they wanted to catch them off guard, and they paid for it big time.
Somebody got caught off guard for sure, and it was Everett. But anyway, so from that point on, the game went downhill. The Chiefs went up after pick six, and then Herbie got injured. And from that point on, everybody was like, "Oh my God, just finish this game.
Just end it."
Listen, we'll take the L." But Herbie came back, and he did. He basically cemented his legacy as a babyface forever.
Oh yeah.
Not only playing through injury, doing 2 fourth-quarter conversions and a hell of a touchdown.
Listen, I'm gonna have.
I'm sorry, fourth down conversions.
Listen, I'm gonna have at least 2 boys in my life, and one of them is gonna be called Justin, and the other one's gonna be called Herbert. All right,
that's fair,
and that's how it's gonna go.
All right, that's good. Who are you gonna love more?
Oh fuck!
It's gotta be Herbert the pervert, right?
Herbie is a.
It's a better nickname.
It's a better nickname.
Yeah. All right. So the point is, Chargers lose. The Chiefs are on top of that division, and they're going to be on top for a while because they have the tiebreaker of the Chargers. They have a divisional win. So again, the Chiefs remain kings in the division. Fun.
Yeah,
they didn't look good though. I remember Patrick Mahomes.
They looked okay.
Well, no, Patrick Mahomes in an interview afterwards, he was like, "Yeah, that was an ugly win. Like, I don't feel like we won. I mean, we did, but I don't feel like we won because they did not play well.
They won because they're the luckiest team.
That is true.
Ever.
They are the luckiest team. Those. Yeah. How many interceptions were dropped, or how many?
Dude, fucking Mahomes should have had a pick six himself he
should have had at least 2, man. But listen.
But the Chargers defense have no hands.
Listen, being lucky is an important part of life. All right, it's better to be lucky than smart. It's better to be lucky than talented. So there you go, Gus Becerra. What's up, fellas? I did win this week, like I did last week. Well, you're 1 point behind. So we're 16.5. You're 15.5. Not as bad, but still loser.
You're doing better than God.
Yeah. Chuck Dominguez, the Chokers lost. Unfortunately, yeah. The choke.
You gotta take some shit.
Yep. You gotta eat it. You gotta eat it. You're not wearing the hat this week. I'm not wearing the jersey.
I'm not.
Listen,
I'm trying to stay optimistic. I'm thinking of because they were saying, why didn't you just bench Herbert and ice the game and just end it? Maybe I feel like that's one of those things what Herbert did that's gonna rally the team.
Yeah.
That they're gonna be like, fuck, we allowed this to happen and we let our guy down and he went out there and he was had freaking cracked ribs and shit.
I think it kind of cements him as the leader of the team.
Yeah,
so
they're like dude,
the
if
hard
this motherfucker's out there, hustling when he's got an injury.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It puts a fire under the team. Unfortunately, it could get worse. Fortunately, they did have 10 days to rest, and the game's up against the Jaguars at home. So,
and according to reports, he's gonna be fine. It's gonna be primarily a pain tolerance issue. So if on game day he's fine to play as long as he can tolerate the pain.
Well, the thing that I'm worried about is the offensive line. Because
they're going to be targeting him.
Yeah. So the offensive line, they 2 of them went down, the center and I believe it's the right tackle, and from that point on they just started harassing Herbert left and right until they injured him. So that O-line has to get way better. Otherwise, Herbie's not going to last very long. This is the second game of the season and he's already injured. So Asante Samuel Jr. is coming into his own. With him and J.C. Jackson, a solid locked down QBs. Defense will be even scarier than anticipated. It should be.
Asante needs to start catching some fucking balls, though. Fuck me.
Listen, the guys there, now they just need to work on the other stuff. So the point is, they got the L. I told you this was a difficult game.
It was a close game. It was a divisional game.
Chiefs had the advantage. Short week, at home. The Chargers came back-to-back divisional weeks. That's never easy. So, all right.
And Chargers are still basically neck and neck with the Chiefs. Like,
Yeah,
they're probably going to win their next game.
so-
They're going to be 3-3.
Well, when you're betting, when you know, in gambling and stuff, if a team has -3 points, a team gets 3 points for being at home. So if the Chiefs won at home by 3 points, it means that they're basically even. Whoops, messed this one up.
Well, the Chargers actually won the betting odds this week.
Yeah,
Because they had
still lost. Anyway, that was the first game of the week. It was a wild one. It was exciting. It was a nail biter. It felt like a season finale, and it was barely the beginning.
Not gonna lie, it kind of deflated me for the rest of the weekend.
Of course, you were, pins and needles, and you were right. I have Justin Herbert in the fantasy league. Every single time I open the app and he has that Q next to his name, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I refuse to look at your team until that Q is removed.
Yeah,
it hurts.
I die a little inside. It's painful. Give me another beer.
It's terrible. But
anyway, next game.
A lot of time to rest, at least for the guy.
So unfortunately, God ended up getting a point there. You son of a bitch. But
although that game was worth it just because of that Derwin James spine buster.
Oh,
to
dude,
Kelsey.
Dude, that piece of shit, Travis Kelsey. That was awesome.
Beautiful.
I thought they were gonna flag him because I thought that was illegal. But no, freaking suplex right there.
I bet the referees liked it too.
Yeah, even Batista was like, "Damn, hey, look at that."
Getting a contract right now.
Yeah, so now we know what Derwin James is gonna do after the NFL. He's totally going 100% wrestling.
I'd be down.
All right, next we got the Jets in the comeback of the century against the Browns. The Browns.
They went to the dog pound.
What the hell happened? Seriously, what the hell?
Honestly, this game fucking sucked until the
last quarter.
Last 2 minutes, literally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Agreed. But
I believe I saw the statistic that said the Browns at the 2-minute warning had a 99.9% probability of winning.
That's good numbers.
But the Browns are
the Browns.
And they managed to fuck it up against the Jets of all teams, right?
How many touchdowns were they up by? 4?
13 points.
They were at the 2-minute warning.
Yes, and I think they had the ball.
Oh my god.
If I remember correctly, so no. Okay.
So you have to actually work hard to fuck that one up.
No, they didn't have the ball, but so what happened is the Jets no longer had any timeouts.
Okay.
Right before the 2-minute warning, the Browns scored.
Okay.
When instead, if they just got a first down, they win the game.
Okay.
Because they can just kneel it out.
Yeah.
And it's over.
Uh-huh.
But they decided to be the Browns and be a bunch of morons.
And lose. 13 points, no freaking timeouts, still lost.
They blew a coverage and Flacco threw a bomb and they did an onside kick and they got the ball and...
Gus Becerra saying it pretty well. The Jets were Jetson, but then the Browns browned.
Oh, yeah.
It's what they do. It's illegal for them not to do it.
I believe I saw the perfect comparison. This game was an example of when an immovable object runs into an even more immovable object.
All right. Well, next game, we got the Lions.
Yeah.
Beating down the Commanders at home. Dude, the Lions got to win. When's the last time we've said that? In a while. I'm telling you. Listen, the head coach did make some wacky decisions at certain points of the game, but the decisions that he made, they were not, they weren't going to break your team. They weren't going to break their spirit if it didn't work. And if they did work, it's going to motivate them. And they got the W. So good for them. Honestly, I'm happy. They're a fun team to watch. That's the most thing.
Yeah. It's because they're always doing exciting shit because they're kind of dumb.
Yeah. It's wild.
But they always play with heart.
It's like, having a kangaroo drive a car. Yeah. You don't know what's going to happen. And Carson Wentz continues to be the most exciting man in football.
That man was
fun. My fucking god. I was up against him in fantasy. Dude had no points first 3 quarters. Last quarter, almost 30 points. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What the hell's happening? And then I went up against the freaking the Lions wide receiver who made 30 points by himself. It was between those two, they almost killed me.
It was Antonio something, right?
St. Brown, I think.
St. Brown, yeah. Uh-huh. The guy did like 30 points.
Mm-hmm. So
have we said this week was wild as fuck?
Wild. Crazy. So yeah, I had the Lions to win.
Me too.
I ended up getting that one. Eric ended up getting that one. Is this going to be their only win of the season? I doubt it. They fought really hard last week. This week they played hard again. I think there's something going on in up in the Motor City. Will it, get them past the big green monster? Who knows?
They're still the Lions.
They're still the Lions, so we'll see how that goes.
But
they're fun to watch.
Some faith.
Honestly, because I've seen bad teams that are just boring to watch. It's just deadly boring. They're at least fun to watch. So we'll see how it goes. They got potential. Anyway, next, you got another freaking brawl going on. You got...
I love Brady in the background like Don Corleone. He's like, I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to instigate, but I got my guy.
So we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Saints, the thorn on Tom Brady's side, the Saints defense, and it turns out that they had the perfect strategy.
He figured it out.
Get LaShawn Lattimore out of the game by having his best wide receiver punch him out. Well, I guess it was really weird because I've seen this fight several times. Lattimore, it wasn't his fault.
No.
Like, the dude got, tackled from behind, and afterwards he was trying to pull Evans off somebody else. And
first off, the guy that got physical was Fournette.
Yeah. So, it honestly sucks for Lattimore, but it ended up being good for Brady, even though he had no wide receivers. Evans was out, Godwin was out, Julio Jones was out, but they ended up getting the W, which is all they needed, and honestly, probably the only thing that Tom Brady cares about.
Also, Evans is out for the week because he was suspended. I don't think Lattimore was suspended for a game. So.
I think anybody who saw that, the tape, you're like, yeah, it wasn't Lattimore's fault, but,
I don't know. But apparently they suspended Evans because this is a repeat offense for him.
Yeah. So the point is, I'm pretty sure that Tom Brady can retire now because he finally beat the Saints during the regular season. So now he's like, all right, okay, I got that monkey off my back. So
still needs to beat the Bills at the Super Bowl.
Just because it's funny?
No, it's not funny. It's fucking hilarious.
Next, we got the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. And why the fuck did the Carolina Panthers not use Christian McCaffrey?
Because they're dumb.
I don't get it. The man had like 15 carries. He averages over 6 yards a carry. Like, in that game, he averaged over 6 yards a carry, and they didn't use him only 15 times? Are you crazy? You deserve to lose. You deserve to be losers. And they passed him the ball like only like 2 or 3 times. It's insanity. I don't know what the fuck. Listen, I could be the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, or at least the offensive coordinator, because all I have to do is be like, hey, just give the ball to McCaffrey. That's it. That's all you have to do. And they're not doing it. And you know what? Again, you deserve to lose. Those are 2 games, back-to-back weeks, that if they would have given the ball to McCaffrey 2-3 more times, they could have won them, but they didn't do it, so they deserve to be losers.
So what I'm thinking is maybe they're concerned about the fact that McCaffrey has gotten injured on back-to-back seasons, so they're like, let's try not to abuse him on the offense. But
let's save until the end of the season when we're already eliminated. That's a good idea.
I didn't say it was smart.
Anyway,
I'm saying like maybe that's the idea. I don't know.
It's one of those things where it's like, are the Giants any good? I mean,
they're winning.
They're winning. Barkley's looking okay, so all right, we'll see how it goes, but I'm not too convinced yet. There's potential there. Not convinced. Next, but congratulations on winning, I guess. Because McCaffrey's done? I don't think so. The man's averaging 6 yards a carry.
He's just not getting carries.
That's not somebody who's done. That's somebody who's not being used. Anyway, yeah, whatever. It's true, they have very short lifespans. But next,
Tomlinson actually, LaDainian Tomlinson had an interview this week where he talked about how basically the NFL no longer has, like, they don't have running backs RB1 and that's it. Like, they have a rotation on pretty much most teams now. So it's not like we have our running back and that's the only one.
Yeah.
So, and we see it with a lot of teams where they're rotating them a lot.
Dude, the Chargers have Eckler, freaking Sonny Michel, and Kelly.
Yeah.
So it's a committee thing. But yeah.
And honestly, it's smart.
Yeah,
gives them longevity.
Yeah, especially because the seasons are longer now. But anyway,
with the Packers, you have you have Dillon and Aaron Jones.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, next we got the Patriots beating out the Pittsburgh Steelers. Honestly, I didn't really care too much for this game. It was boring, but Patriots won at home. The Steelers, I believe Harris did play, so they got the running back, but they didn't look as scary or nearly as deadly as they did against the Bengals.
They're missing Watt.
and they're gonna miss him for at least a few more weeks. So, who knows about Tomlin's winning record this season? At least it's not starting out too hot. Next, we got the most embarrassing beatdown of the week
In Clown Town.
Indianapolis Colts getting beat in Clown Town by Clown Town 24-0.
They got shut.
What the hell? Why can't they play in freaking Florida?
Dude, my dad has horrible luck with quarterbacks.
Yeah, our dad had Matt Ryan in fantasy.
He had Trey Lance and then Matt Ryan. What the fuck what's going on?
I don't know, but I'm very happy that he didn't get Herbert.
Colts didn't have Pittman.
Dude,
I don't
Pittman is like, he should be negotiating his contract right fucking now. He should be like, yeah, you got nothing. Without me, you got nothing. I don't know what the hell's happening.
They're not. Jonathan Taylor is
Not
not being a factor. I don't know. With maybe Clown Town's good. Nah.
Come on, man.
But be real here.
Yeah, let's not be crazy. This is still a serious show. Come on.
Yeah.
Why are you being crazy, man?
The Colts are bad. Why are they bad? They should be a really good team.
I don't know. They tied against the Texans, who don't seem to be good. The Jacksonville Jaguars are Clown Town. I don't know what the hell's happening. But they were the hottest team last season. I mean, they were, well, not the hottest, but they were the scariest team. And then,
Until they couldn't make it to the playoffs because they lost in Clown Town.
yeah, and it's been all downhill. They haven't been able to exercise that demon, so who knows? They changed to Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, not looking so good.
Maybe it's the curse of Carson Wentz.
Maybe.
Every team he leaves sucks.
Well, the Eagles are starting to look okay.
Well, they suck for a while.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens, but
You remember the NFC East memes of last season?
Yeah, true. Next, we got the okay.
What the fuck was this game?
Probably the wildest game of Sunday. The Dolphins.
Dude, I stopped following it.
You stopped following it?
At like the third quarter? So I was
Right.
like, okay, it's
The Dolphins taking on the Ravens, getting a beat down in Baltimore City. But all of a sudden, what the fuck is this? It's just raining touchdowns.
What
freaking
happened to the defense?
dude? I don't know. But the Dolphins are a legit team. I told you last week they showed that they were focused, that they were there. They're a little unconventional at times. They're a little bit kooky, but they're there. They look prepared. They look ready to play. This week they start off rough, but they never gave up.
Jalen Waddle is a dog, and he's on my fantasy.
How many points did he give you?
29.
Son of a bitch!
Not as much as Tyreek at 32.
Son of a bitch!
That guy's what happened?
Yeah,
this
so
game?
I guess it turns out that boy Tua, he good.
He's pretty good.
Apparently, when you have an elite wide receiver, things start going pretty well. So yeah.
Yeah, and they also have Tyreek Hill.
You freaking moron. Point is, so the Ravens collapsed. This was honestly,
I would be so pissed if I'm Lamar Jackson.
I'd say that this is one of like the craziest comeback I've seen in my life. Except that in the same weekend, the Jets beat the Browns, like we already said, within the 2-minute warning. I don't get it, but it was exciting. It was fun to watch. The Dolphins are also another team that I expected nothing out of them. Nothing. Turns out they could be legit contenders, and this week they have a pretty interesting matchup, which we will get into in a minute. But moving on, would you say this was the wildest game of the weekend?
I think it was the best.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, because honestly, Jets Browns, who gives a fuck? This one actually has a little bit of weight behind it.
Also, I had the Dolphins winning. So
Really?
I was like, damn, it's all right. It's over. Mm-hmm. It was so crazy. I found out that the Ravens lost because I was looking at the fantasy teams, seeing how everybody did.
Yeah.
I saw, oh wow, Lamar Jackson had 42 points.
And he lost?
What? So I saw the L. I'm like, what?
Dude, it was crazy. I was in a flight when all this was happening, and so I was just like, I'm taking off like, oh yeah, well the Ravens are beating by a lot. I landed, it's like, what the fuck happened? So I just very quickly started watching the recaps and stuff. It was wild. It was a wild one. Next, we got the Rams barely squeaking by the Falcons. Holy shit! What's going on?
By the way, I told you guys 2 weeks ago that Tom and Giselle would split. I also said that Brady would retire mid-season if the Bucs keep sucking. He just might. The Bucs just won.
They've won twice.
Yeah, they keep winning.
Yeah, Tom Brady just beat his division rival, the team that always beats him. Gus, stop drinking, man, or drink better stuff. Anyway, we're getting fucking here. So
I guess
the
I know
Rams.
what team he's picking this week.
The Rams barely surviving the Falcons. They started off dominating, and then the Falcons came back, and then the Falcons falconed.
But the Falcons lost.
Doesn't matter if it's by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning, and for Eric, the Falcons losing is the Falcons losing. Next, Trey Lance going down.
Out for the season.
Out for the season.
And all of a sudden, the 49ers...
dominated.
No, all of a sudden, the 49ers, the front office, some look like the smartest motherfuckers ever. Because they just got Jimmy Garoppolo for cheap.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But it's one of those things that, now who's going to back up Jimmy G? Because Jimmy G is going to get injured eventually.
Well, that's a problem.
A big one.
Because clearly they don't want to get, they didn't want Aaron Rodgers. They didn't want Tom Brady.
No.
They're probably going to get, Carson Wentz.
Listen, if they're lucky.
If he's still alive.
Point is, San Francisco 49ers, their quarterback goes down. And they win. They get better. It was actually an upgrade. They started moving the ball. They looked like a better team. The defense was focused. What the fuck's happening there? Who knows? But...
dude, don't make your quarterback a running back.
Stop. Listen, honestly, is anybody surprised that this happened? I'm not surprised. Are you surprised?
I mean, it's back-to-back seasons where Trey Lance got injured, right?
No, I think he barely played last season.
I don't remember what their situation was.
I don't know. They were the point is, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and if you're gonna use your quarterback as a running back, he's gonna get injured.
He better be Josh Allen.
Yeah, so he's out for the season. Now it's the Garoppolo show, and who the hell knows who's gonna be his backup? But honestly, I think it's an upgrade. Garoppolo knows how to move that team. Took him all the way to the NFC Championship. So
yeah, and the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he actually beat the superior Green Bay Packers. So we'll see how that goes. Next, we got the Cowboys beating down the Bengals and almost killing Joe Burrow. What the hell is happening?
What did Joe Burrow do to the Bengals that they hate him so much?
He made them spend money on an indoor practice facility, and they're like, "Fuck you, boy."
No, we don't do that here.
You're not gonna live to use it. You're going down. You make us spend money in Ohio? Are you crazy? You're going to need some ice on that, boy. Yeah, no, Joe Burrow is running for his life out there. I don't understand why they wouldn't draft an O-line, but it's stupid. Again, it's one of those things where you're like, man, I could do that job. All I have to do is just,
be there.
Get him a freaking lineman. Just get a few, I don't know, free agents, draft somebody who's good. But
they lost against the quarterbackless team.
Yeah, bad. And it's all because Joe Burrow can't stay on his feet. Why? Because they keep trying to kill the man. So hopefully they get, their shit together, or they hire somebody, or they fire somebody. I don't know what they need to do, but they need to protect that man, otherwise his career is not going to be very long. Right now, it's not a question if Joe Burrow will make it to the Super Bowl again. It's if he will make it home alive. That is the question. Will he survive the next football game? I don't know. But without him, they're pretty much nothing.
Yeah, it was basically the story of the game, because the Cowboys they're fine.
But they were not high flying. They were stagnant. But they did enough to win. So, honestly, that's all you have to do. But we'll see how it goes. Next, we got the Broncos getting their first win of the season against the Texans.
Pretty ugly game, though.
Yeah, that was not pretty.
Wilson's still not looking great. Apparently, he's coming up with drama with the head coach. People are calling for the coach's head.
Yeah, they should.
I don't know.
Listen,
another team that on paper should be dominating.
Listen, I like it when things go bad in Denver. So they should keep the man. Give him a raise. No, but yeah. Now, if Russell Wilson's having issues with another head coach, this kind of starts showing you who might actually be the problem here. And from what I remember, against the Broncos, with Seattle, he wanted to be like part of the decision making. He wanted to help pick players and stuff. It's like, dude, you're a quarterback. Maybe you could be a very good scout, but we have people who specialize in this, and they've drafted pretty well. They took you to a Super Bowl twice. So
I don't disagree with the notion that the quarterback should, be part of the conversation when it comes to at least the offensive side.
Here's
of the
the thing. I say no because they can't be objective. Because they will want the offensive stuff. They'll want if there's a wide receiver.
Brady's doing it.
Brady's, is he part of the decision making when it comes to contracts and drafting players and all that stuff?
He basically got AB on his own. He got Gronk. He's probably gonna get Edelman. So it's just, I mean, Wilson is no Brady.
Yeah,
but
to me, I don't like it because clearly it's causing drama.
Could be the coach. I mean, there was a whole bunch of turnover in that organization this offseason. Maybe they're still, getting their stride. I mean, they lost last week. They win this week. Maybe are they figuring it out a little?
I don't know. But the point is, it's the Texans. But maybe the Texans are not. Maybe nobody is as bad as we thought anymore.
It's still. I mean, it's week 2.
It's week 2. Yeah, we'll see.
It's people are gonna get injured. People are gonna get
What is the thing that like Brady and Bill Belichick said? It's like, we start getting into stride until October, November. That's when, if we're not good by then, we're in trouble. But usually they started with winning records. Next.
Oh, by the way, I think this the Jets winning marks their first win in September in like 5 years or something.
Wow.
It's like a silly little stat.
Listen, that's a stat.
Also, yes, I did have to hurt the Jets fans with that little tidbit.
Of course. But they're used to the pain.
Also, the Jets have never beaten the Eagles.
Really?
Never. Ever.
How?
They've played them every time and they've lost every time. That's how that works.
That's how it works. All right, listen. Fun fact.
Apparently there's a few teams where that's the case. They've never beaten the other one.
All right, fair enough. I didn't know that. Anyway, next we got the Cardinals in another wild one. In another one that seemed just completely out of hand. Kyler Murray coming out with a victory, and it sucks because I had the Raiders to win for points of this week, but it's always a good day in this house when the Raiders lose, especially in heartbreaking fashion.
Happy to eat that L.
McDaniels? Josh McDaniels? What's the hell?
Yeah, Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
That was on the defense.
He's the head coach.
I'm pretty sure the defensive coordinator is the one who manages them, Like, he was an offensive coordinator in New England.
So, I'm sorry, but the game got out of control, yes or no?
At the very end. Look, they lost in the most Raiders way possible. Flags.
Yeah. So again, that's the head coach. That's not having your team in order. That's not having them prepared. They lost their heads. They started drawing a whole bunch of flags. The Cardinals surprisingly got their shit together because they actually looked horrible the week 1, and now Kyler Murray is going to be playing Call of Duty, so he got his victory for the season and now he's done.
Yeah, and also, I mean, keep in mind the Raiders could have friggin' Bill Belichick as coach. They're still going to be criminals. They're still gonna be doing all the flags.
They're still gonna be going to jail.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Cardinals beat them again. Another freaking wild one.
Spectacular ending.
Madness. Total madness.
Dude, I think it was the longest was it 2-point attempt ever?
Really?
I think so.
Kyle scared the bejesus out of my fantasy. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of people felt that way with Wentz, with freaking Tua, but no, like. Football's wild, man. It's the wildest fucking sport ever, and that's why it's the funnest. Next, we got the Green Bay Packers. The owner of the Chicago Bears taking ownership. Things started off a little rough. It looked like the Bears came to play, and then Aaron Rodgers remembered that he's the owner of the Chicago Bears, and he just whoop them. Just open up a can of whoop ass. 3 touchdowns like it's nothing. They remembered that they have Aaron Jones on the team and Dylan on the team. The 1-2 punch. They just started, what is it, stomping all over them. And the offense just really didn't do anything afterwards.
Everybody, I feel like it's going to become a tradition of overreacting at the Packers losing week 1. Like, every season. They looked like the Packers.
No. They looked way better, but not like the Packers. Not last season Packers. Last season, they looked unstoppable.
I mean, sure, they didn't have Devontae, but...
I get it.
The wide receivers at least were catching balls.
Oh, that I'll give you that. They did.
Alan Lazard is back, so he obviously had more connections with him.
Yeah, also, dude's good at blocking.
Yeah.
Which is very important when you're doing the running game. But next,
we got Aaron Jones. They found out he's on the team.
On the second biggest whoop ass of the weekend, the Buffalo Bills completely destroying embarrassing the Tennessee Titans. What the hell's going on in Tennessee? And how hot are the Buffalo Bills?
The Bills are real.
Yeah. Last quarter, the entire team was benched, basically. It was like, hey, go up against our bench. We already whooped you. We embarrassed you. It's disgusting. That boy, Stephon Diggs, he good.
I am so happy I have Josh Allen as my QB.
Dude, how many points did he make you? They make you?
I think only like 30.
In 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
Madness. That team is red freaking hot. Again,
he had a slow day.
And it's because the Titans didn't come to play. If he would have been there 4 quarters, 50 points. Easy. Yeah, this team is probably the scariest team in the NFL. Easily. Bar none. Nobody else is even close. Based on the 2 games that they played. And against who they played. The Titans...
I don't know if the Titans are real, but...
The Titans were a legit team last season, and they beat the Super Bowl champs. The reigning Super Bowl champs. So, they look legit, and which makes their matchup this week even more exciting. So
and they're only embarrassing teams. Yeah. That's the thing. They embarrassed the Rams.
Badly.
They embarrassed the Titans even worse.
Massively. That looked disgustingly bad. Honestly, I felt bad for the Titans.
I did, and I have Josh Allen as QB. It was beautiful. I love it.
And the final game, we got Monday night primetime Cousins.
I like that picture.
He's how many interceptions did he throw in this game? 50? 55?
I think he's wearing it on a shirt.
Yeah. 8. Oh yeah. This wasn't a surprise. Primetime Cousins. I don't understand why you bet against or you bet on Primetime Cousins, but you're a fool. You're a damn fool.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought the Eagles' defense kind of sucked based on the Lions game last week. So
yeah,
like, it's probably going to be a shootout, and
So the question is,
and the Vikings looked really good against the Packers.
Yeah. So
again, week 1 don't mean shit.
So the question is, are the Eagles for real?
Are they a squad?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hurts is balling out.
He's him and Brown. They got it. They got a connection.
They got it going on. I think the Eagles, they're a squad, even though their helmets suck.
So they're easily the best team in the NFC East right now. At least so. Based off of 2 weeks. Yeah. They look red hot. That offense looks red hot. The defense is making plays. So, because they're still making points. So, good things going on in Philadelphia, and that's the final game of this week. Now we're gonna.
And I think now the NFC North. I think they're all 1-1.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're all tied. Well, I mean, Vikings are probably up because they have the tiebreaker, but
yeah.
But
yeah, everybody's tied up. It's all tied up. So now let's move on
to the next one.
Week 3. Let's see. What's the first game of the week here? We got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in Cleveland. So, Eric, who do you like? They both suck, don't they?
Yeah. Dude, the Browns choked so fucking bad.
Yeah. Steelers don't have their best defensive player.
But it's a rivalry. Like there's blood
and it's
here.
A fun one. It's a fun rivalry.
Where are they playing?
They're playing in Cleveland.
Well, the Browns have not won ever since they changed the mascot on the field to that stupid little elf.
All right, Gus, we got your picks.
That being said, I think I'm going Browns. I feel like they were really humiliated. And I mean, their running backs are playing really good.
Yeah.
And who is it?
Chubb?
No, the quarterback right now, is it Mariota?
No, it's a Brissett.
It's Brissett, yeah.
Yeah. Mariota's with the Falcons.
That's right. Fuck, but the Steelers don't like losing to the Browns. And Tomlin... No,
really?
Turn around. Give me the Steelers.
You got the
Steelers?
Steelers?
I feel like Tomlin, he doesn't want to go back-to-back losing, especially if it's the Browns.
Listen, I kind of agree with you, but for funsies, I'm going to go Browns.
Okay.
Just because I think that they're at home, and I think they got enough in their offense that they should be able to get their act together. Like, if they can run the ball like that without a quarterback, I think they can do something against the Steelers, especially without their best defensive player. And like you said, there's bad blood there. So divisional games, you're not just playing because, you got embarrassed. It makes your blood boil. So I think the Browns can take it, at least on the field. I think they have better talent. So We'll see how it goes.
In theory, I just think Tomlin's one of the best coaches, so
Yeah.
he can find a way.
Next, we got the Texans taking on the Chicago Bears.
In the Who Gives a Fuck Bowl.
Yeah, in Chicago. Wow, I honestly don't know where to go with this one.
I don't know how to give a fuck. Like, I'm trying. I'm really struggling here.
All right.
I don't even know who the quarterback is for the Texans. Is it Mills? Is that Mills guy?
I think it's still Mills.
All right.
Listen, just because they're at home, I'm going to go
I'm
Bears.
going to go with the Bears. Just
home field.
Just home, that's it.
That's the only reason. There's no... Oh, we forgot about God.
Oh, yeah, God.
All right, so this one's for the
you went for...
Steelers-Brown. What? Oh, right,
It's the wrong game.
Shut up.
You did the wrong game.
All right, so first off, this is for the Steelers-Browns. The logo, the Smash Brothers logo is away. The words, it's home. So there you go. Home. So
I'll do it.
Steelers also went for. I'm sorry. God also went for the Browns. Browns. And against the Texans Bears.
What you got, God?
Home. Also Bears.
Alrighty.
So see how it goes.
Who gives a fuck about that game?
Not me. Not a single one. I'm trying. Not working out.
I'm not
Next,
even gonna watch the highlights.
we got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders in Tennessee. So, both teams look pretty bad. One looked better than the other.
One really choked
One
at
has
the end, and the other one just never was even a contender.
yeah. It has a very short week though. Well, shorter week.
Fuck. This is a tough week.
This is a very difficult week.
Who goes first on this one?
I believe it's you.
I feel like we went at the same time with the Bears Texans.
Well, that's because we had nothing to say.
Yeah, fuck. Look, I like the Titans better.
Listen, I hate the Raiders.
I hate the Raiders, but the Raiders do have Devontae,
They do.
and sometimes they win games.
Sometimes.
But the Titans have
And so far, they're 0-2.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know. I'm happy.
I feel like it's a mistake. I'm gonna go with the Titans.
I agree.
It's about time you going Titans?
Yeah, I'm going Titans. Listen, they're not looking good, but I just don't want to pick the Raiders. And again, they're at home.
They're both 0-2, right?
I think so.
So they're probably both hungry. They're playing at home.
One got more embarrassed than the other one. And listen, I don't know, honestly.
Rabella's a better coach.
It's one of those things.
McDaniels,
It's one of
too.
those things where it's a coin flip. So probably the one that's gonna win here is God.
Did you get it?
No, I'll throw it away. Raiders.
Even God hates the Titans. All right.
Well, it makes sense, mythologically speaking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this game at all. Both teams are not looking hot.
Both teams are massive question marks. Because on paper, they should be better than they're playing.
The Titans really did take a big hit losing Brown.
Yes.
The
Raiders got a massive upgrade. So on paper...
Am I going to switch? No, I'm sticking with the fucking Titans.
All right.
I want to at least, be happy if I win.
Honestly, I'm hopeful that the Raiders make it to 0-3.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
Next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs against the Colts in Indianapolis. Will the Colts stop sucking ass? Eric.
No, they won't. Give me the Chiefs.
I go first.
Oh. Well, I'm picking... You're going with the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck's picking the Colts this week?
Not right now.
No way.
Not in the Matty Ice era. Wait, not even God. Yeah. The Colts... listen, the Chiefs had a long week. The Colts got massively embarrassed. I don't even know if their fans are going to show up. Would you go against the Chiefs? Are you kidding me?
I would in full clown makeup.
It's a rough one.
It's welcome to the...
Listen, I hope that the Colts get their act together this week and start playing good football.
I'll be happy if I'm wrong and the Colts kick the Chiefs' ass.
I'll happy lose this point, but doubt
they
it.
won't.
Next, we got the hottest game of the week, the most consequential, the most important. The red hot Buffalo Bills taking on the red hot Miami Dolphins. It's a divisional game. Both teams are undefeated. They have the hottest wide receivers in the league. The best quarterback wide receiver duos in the league going
Who are
off.
gonna be the tag team champions?
Head to head. Who do you like?
I already picked for both. We're going with the Bills.
Why?
I'm going with the Bills.
You're going with the Bills? Why?
Yeah. Because they're the best team.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing drama? We know what's going on here.
Yeah, the thing is, will the Dolphins be able to keep up?
Honestly, to me, it's more of a matter of the defense.
Really?
Yeah.
The Dolphins defense?
Dude, the Dolphins defense did not look good against the Ravens.
Until the last quarter. Well, again, they did enough because the Ravens kept scoring.
Yeah.
The thing is, yeah, that Bills offense is not going to stop. It's not going to take its foot off the pedal in a divisional game, especially after they did a massive comeback against Miami. So I think they're going to... Listen, if they win this week, they might be, like shutting everybody up and proving that they're the best team in the NFL.
I'm going to be watching this whole game. This should be really exciting.
Honestly, it's probably the most interesting game of the week because, again, divisional game, massive consequences for whoever wins because you get that tiebreaker in the division. It's very important. It's very, very important.
They're
afterwards.
both 2-0.
They're both 2-0. And they're both kind of starting to just try new things. Trying to think. It would actually help them crush whatever Miami's doing because what Miami's doing is actually pretty good. So, we'll see how it goes.
What does God think?
I think that the advantage for the Bills is that they've been playing together longer.
Yeah.
And that they have a better defense.
Yeah, I think the defense is...
Also, I think Stephon Diggs is a superior wide receiver to Tyreek Hill.
Ooh, I agree because Jalen Waddle is the best one.
All right, let's see what God thinks. God's going home. He's going Dolphins.
All right. That's how it's gonna be, God.
That's how he wants to play it.
I'll always be happy to
He's a fucking mad lad.
All right, so
next, the Lions taking on the the embarrassed, the humiliated Vikings. Not in prime time, so.
They're dangerous again.
They're more honestly, this game sounds exciting because the teams should be evenly matched.
They
should be. So,
which is funny to think.
Yes, because the Vikings beat the Green Bay Packers. They did.
I think at this point we have to put the caveat: the Week 1 Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Apparently that's a thing.
And then the Vikings looked like horse shit in prime time. So that's a big factor here. What the hell's going on in that man's head? Like, that man needs therapy. He needs something. Because I don't understand why Kirk Cousins can't play when the light's the brightest. I don't get it.
They just gotta take away his watch. Don't let him know what time he's playing. Don't let him have a calendar. Just tell him, all right, we're playing right now. I think we lost Dario. All right, one man show. It's gonna be a fun game. Should I wear the headphones now?
Oh, motherfucker! It was just what I was you almost made me spit on everything. Son of a bitch!
That would have been bad.
I can imagine somebody taking Kirk the entire season and not telling him a thing. Just all of a sudden, Merry Christmas! It's like, is that time of the year already?
Kirk is gonna show up one week and be like, all right, I'm ready to play. And they're like, Kirk, the season's over. It's over. We lost.
That was fucking great. Oh, that was great. That was a good one. I enjoyed that one. Yeah. So anyway, I think the Lions are gonna win.
I don't know if I think that, but I like the Lions, and I want it to be that way.
It's all right. Let's see what God thinks.
Yeah, what does God think? Well,
it was away. I saw it.
Away?
Yeah.
So even God agrees. The Lions have something.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've only disagreed on one.
So far, yeah. The first one? Yeah, the Browns. Steelers.
All
right, let's see. Next, we got... Wait, that's... the Ravens taking on the New England Patriots in Foxborough. So, historically, freaking... The Ravens have played Bill Belichick really tough in Foxborough. And that was with Tom Brady. So, I mean, the Ravens are a well-run organization. I don't know what the hell happened last week, but they choked.
Also, they played a really good team.
Played a really good team. It was early in the season. I think that they learned a valuable lesson, and so I think that that's going to carry over to New England. New England's not looking great. That offense looks terrible. I'm going Ravens.
Going Ravens, too.
Going Ravens?
I don't think they want to lose to the NFC East. No.
AFC East.
AFC East twice.
No. I mean, I don't think they want to lose twice in general. Home. So, God's got the Patriots. Which is...
We've always known that.
We've always known that. Next.
Let's see what we got here.
We got the Bengals taking on the Jets. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Jets in Jersey. What the hell? I don't even know what to say about this game because I don't think the Bengals can win it.
I think I like the Jets better.
I don't even know if I can't say I like the Jets. I just don't really like the Bengals.
No, I kind of don't want them to win until they fix their shit.
Yeah. Well, I want them to fix their shit, and in consequence, I want them to win. But yeah, Joe Burrow needs some protection, a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, who do you like?
It's not about who I like; it's about who I dislike. Wait, that doesn't apply when it's the Jets. I'm going with Jets. Yeah.
I'll just go Bengals, just to go something different.
I don't like either team. I think they both stink. But the Jets just came off a really wild week.
Yeah, so they got the momentum on their side at least. Home. Oh, no, away.
And the Bengals don't have any momentum.
No, whatsoever.
They lost against a team without a quarterback. Fuck it.
We'll see how it goes. Next, we got the Washington Command, another divisional game, against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles, red hot. Red hot right now.
Battle of the X's.
Battle of the X's too. Carson Wentz facing up against his old team that he won the Super Bowl with, even though he didn't really play. So,
because he was injured. Because of course.
Yeah, of course. Carson Wentz. So, listen. The question is, are the Eagles legit?
The Eagles are a squad. I'm going with it.
If we're going mathematically, the Eagles beat the Lions beat the Washington the Commanders. So, mathematically speaking, the Eagles should beat the Commanders. I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm not going to do all that math. I'm just going with my gut. Yeah, Eagles are playing better.
They're playing really good. They're looking hot. Hot.
Red hot.
Eagles.
All right. Press the A. There you go.
Next, we got the New Orleans Saints divisional game against the Carolina Panthers in Carolina.
Is Lattimore playing?
I don't know. I don't think. I think so. I don't think we could just look it up right here. Oh, how do you spell Lattimore?
Lattimore suspension? Just Mike Evans.
Yeah. 1 game ban.
Yeah. So
Looks like he's fine.
Which he should be. It was totally on the Bucks.
The question here is, will the Panthers use Christian McCaffrey? That's the question. That's the most important question. That's the only thing that matters.
Well, if I'm going by history, no.
No.
Who do you like?
I'm going Saints.
Going Saints too.
Yeah. I don't like picking all these away games, but Panthers have just not been good at all. And I think that the Saints, they got a little bit of a, what's it called? Chip on their shoulder. Away.
Yeah, I don't think they want to lose 2 divisional games in a row.
God always picks the Saints.
Well, we already talked about the bias.
Yeah. Fair. Next. What is it? We got the Los Angeles Chargers taking out Clown Town in Los Angeles.
2 different clown towns in a way. Oh, man. Oh, Herbie.
Will he play?
Talk to me, Herbie.
Can he do it?
Tell me you're okay.
Will the Jaguars
I'll give you anything you need.
eat him up? What's it going to be?
Jaguars are not looking bad.
Well, against, the Colts.
Who'd they play week 1?
They looked like they were gonna come back against the Commanders, but they didn't.
Still, it was a close game, right?
That was a close game. They were mounting a comeback, but the Commanders managed to squeak out a win.
I mean, I'm going Chargers. They're a stronger squad overall, I think. I think Herbie's gonna play because I think he's gonna tough out the pain.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good idea, but it just seems like the kind of guy he is, and I feel like I need to see more of the Jaguars.
Listen, the Chargers have a pretty good team overall. They have a good running back core. They have a really great defense. If they just, don't kill Herbert.
Also, I feel like the Jaguars in particular
have a weakness against the Chargers.
No, they have a vendetta against the Colts.
Really?
Yeah, where it's like we're at least beating them once per season. At least.
I think that the Chargers have actually beaten the Jaguars like 7 times in a row. Or something like that. They have a good streak against them, so.
Do they? I feel like they lost against them rather recently. And it was one of those what the fuck Chargers kind of thing.
I don't know.
Or they played them really close.
Like, I know the Chargers can play in Florida for shit.
That's true.
We'll see. God's going with the home team. Chargers.
Where's the Super Bowl this year, by the way?
I have no idea. We'll check later. Next, we got the Arizona Cardinals against the Los Angeles Rams, the defending Super Bowl champs in Arizona. All right, so
we have a new Call of Duty game dropping.
Kyler Murray's not gonna play. He's not gonna play. He's gonna be focused 100% on football. Yeah.
How does this rivalry usually go every season? 1-1?
Yeah. Or at least it went that way last season, I think. Because remember, the Cardinals were red hot at the beginning of the season. And then they kind of collapsed.
So let's analyze the Rams real quick. So they got embarrassed by the Bills, but apparently the Bills are a fucking squad.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's not really indicative.
Okay.
But they almost lost to the Falcons. And the Falcons, well, fuck the Falcons, of course. So maybe they're not legit? Question mark?
I don't know.
Are the Cardinals did the win last week, is that going to rile them up?
Maybe.
Be like, we're a legit team?
Listen, again, it's a divisional game. That's always a factor. It's always something that has to be considered.
The Rams are traveling, but it's not that much of a travel.
Nope.
Ooh, who picks first?
I think you do. You want God to go first?
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
All right, God goes first. Away.
I think I'm going away too.
Away, you going Rams?
Yeah, give me the Rams. I feel like they're still to play their best football.
True, I agree.
While the Cardinals pretty much only won because the Raiders raided.
Yeah, no, I agree. The Rams on paper have a better team. They have what should be the best wide receiving core maybe in the league. So I don't know what the hell's going on with them. Clearly Stafford is not playing 100% because the Lions completely destroyed his body. But he did win the Super Bowl last year, so he should be playing better than he's doing right now. But again, it's one of those things. Once you start sleeping on silk sheets, things start getting a little bit,
Once you start doing Little Caesars commercials.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Next.
And when we're talking about good wide receiving cores, let's go to the opposite. That's the wrong one.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was going with this one.
Okay. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. What the hell can we expect from this game?
Greatness.
Will we see Julio Jones play? Will we see Godwin play? Nope. Will we see Cole Beasley play? Probably.
Definitely
Will
not
Lazard
Evans.
play? Evans is not there. That sucks for him.
Are we going to see AB play? Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. So, wide receivers cores not looking good in Tampa Bay. The defense still looking good, mostly.
Dude, they signed Cole Beasley because they're out of wide receivers.
Yeah, that's a problem. It's a big problem. So, honestly, I don't know.
They don't have Gronk.
And Green Bay looked a lot better. So, what do you expect from this game?
I expect AB to come back, but play with the Packers.
Just, fuck them.
Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, yeah, the Packers looked way better. The Bucs lost a lot of A lot of players.
Listen, the Green Bay Packers looked a lot better against the Bears.
Yeah.
It just has to be mentioned.
I'm mainly considering the lack of players on the Bucs side, but Packers. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be a weird game.
Listen,
for sure.
I'm going Brady at home. I think that the Tampa Bay defense is better than the Green Bay defense, and so I think that they're gonna end up carrying the game. Also, I have them in fantasy, and I want to make more points, so I'm just going that way.
Sure.
See, God thinks. God likes the Buccaneers, so we'll see how that goes. It's really weird that we got a freaking Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady showdown, and it doesn't feel like super exciting. It's mainly because,
Well, it's because they got nobody to throw to.
It's gonna be a defensive game, which, all right,
Or running backs.
true. We'll see how it goes.
And I like Aaron Jones better than Fournette.
Fair enough. Next, we got the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons in Seattle.
In the next Who Gives a Fuck Bowl.
Yeah, honestly. Who do you like?
You think I like the Falcons?
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm going Seahawks too. Seahawks at home. It's a tough team to beat. The Falcons, how many times can you choke before it starts getting into your head?
I don't know. It's in my head.
I'm never letting
It's
it
never
go.
leaving.
Never letting it go. God likes the Seahawks too, so.
God
Next.
says fuck the Falcons too.
On the other one of the primetime Sunday night football games, you got the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. Will either of these teams get their shit together finally? Now,
Feels like the 49ers got their shit together.
well, compared to last, I don't feel like they're at last season form, and by that what I mean is use Deebo Samuel more, because he's not making me enough points.
To be fair, Jimmy G didn't plan on playing.
Fair. So the Denver Broncos.
Also, what's the deal with Kittle? Is he playing?
Well, we can check, because last week he didn't. Kittle injury returns to practice
Wednesday.
limited participant on Wednesday, so he's practicing.
It'll probably be a game time thing.
Yeah. This is actually a tough one.
A little, but I'm going with the Niners. I feel like the Broncos need... I don't know, I'm a Denver fan and I'm just shaking. I hear you. They are getting better week to week.
Yeah.
But I feel like the 49ers are a pretty good squad.
The defense is legit.
Yeah. And if the Broncos just, they're not getting along with the coach, that could be, maybe is Wilson getting along with the locker room? Who knows what's going on? We know the 49ers fucking love Jimmy G.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I like the 49ers way more. The advantage that the Broncos have is that they're playing in Mile High. The disadvantage that they have is that the 49ers are primarily a running team, so that whole the ball's flying doesn't really affect them in that way. So I'm going 49ers.
And Debo's a dog.
Who they don't use.
Well, Jimmy G's going to use him more, probably.
God's going Broncos.
All right.
Going Broncos. Let's see. I don't know, Denver fan. I hate to say this, but I think the Broncos are going to lose. Yeah. Coach needs help from the fans to manage the time. Start throwing stuff on the field.
No, they need Peyton Manning. Do you see him on the Manning cast just going?
How
about we call a timeout here? Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this.
Timeouts.
Come on. Yeah, come on, hustle already. Come on, let's do. All right. So what are you doing? What?
Dude, those Manning casts are awesome.
Finally, on the Monday night game. Honestly, who really gives a fuck? I'm not even excited to talk about this one. The New York Football Giants, take on the quarterbackless Dallas Cowboys in New Jersey.
Why do they keep getting prime? I know why they're getting primetime, but...
Well, it's a Monday night game.
Still primetime.
Yeah, but I mean, these were, pre-scheduled.
I know, but they keep giving it... I know why they give it to the Cowboys, but... God, they're not that... They're not an exciting team at all.
Listen, this game could have been a lot more fun with Dak in it. Now it's like... Well, the question is, are the Giants legit?
They got more wins.
Does that make you legit?
On paper, yeah.
Okay.
Have the Cowboys lost a really boring game against the Bucks, and they had their quarterback. Then they beat an O-line-less Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the football Giants.
Football Giants?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll take the football Giants.
Yeah. Wait, how many have we disagreed on this
I
week?
think like 3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, honestly, I don't like it, but I have to pick the Giants. Just because the Giants seem like they have their shit together and the Cowboys don't.
Plus divisional, who knows? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Home. Even God's going with the Giants. So there you go. Those are our picks for this week. Those are picks from God.
We'll add yours,
Yeah,
Gus. Don't,
Gus, we'll add all your stuff.
don't close the stream this time.
You don't tell me what to do.
We have to look at the video because he closed out the stream last week.
Yeah, but we got it. We got his points. So
we got it
yeah,
figured out.
honestly, it looks like a pretty interesting week. Well, it's a hard week to pick games because a lot of the games suck, or they're not exciting. But the ones that are exciting are super exciting. Like honestly, the game that I think is going to be the most significant by far, we already mentioned, it's going to be the Bills versus the Dolphins. After that, there should be a good, matchup between Brady and Rodgers because, there's the two vets, the best quarterbacks in the NFC.
Some of the best ever.
Let's see, the coaching, I don't know, Giants is weird because they really bad and somehow win a Super Bowl. It's the defense, bro. Defense wins championships, so I guess we'll leave it there. Yeah, it's a good place to stop, right?
Listen, if history is an indicator, this is going to be a great week. Because it's been wild so far.
It's been probably the most exciting start to a season I can remember in a very long time. Usually it's bad football games. Now they're looking pretty good. We've gotten some pretty good football games.
The Lions won a game.
It's wild. Like, honestly,
there's no there's a few teams that haven't won. The Lions have more wins than some of these teams.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Then the Titans, then the Raiders,
then the Colts.
Yeah. It's a wild season. There's no team that I'm just going to say automatically they're out.
Not yet.
No, not even the Browns Steelers. Like, nothing.
That's also a weird game.
Yeah. So that's it. We'll leave it there. As always, comments, questions, suggestions, you can find me at Super Dario World and at DarsDW. Next week we'll be doing the stream. We'll see if we know shit about fuck yet or not.
We're not gonna.
We'll see. As always, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.